percent in yedien. Emu 1.9 billion. Eye sika pa. Aban wunye ni ye cities na making. Wunye ni ye. Enti buhun konta che. Wasi mebu konta. Mudi ya muma 2019 mra. 2019 budget ye behu. 2019 budget yin so. Eno so aban asia ye. Adekro na biem. Womu hu se steady. Aban disika no. Eno kra no wasi wuhwe mu budget aban ye no 51%. And was you medibeko free SHS 51% medibay education and one say yeah I say biakam diakam ayani se wubedi wonhwe so ni and no so aka ho enti piakisi wo suroma aban say said ye wo di sika na won hye da mu honkonta no wono montiase enra what is send the daily guide di abase in fact me hye wiafiefo nyina say aban sika na eda account ni mu no di nye se di se di ni wanum fa ye adwuma ni ntia ye twa sika na to wo no fa si suku adan fa ema suku nkonwa mra fa ma suku ngoma chese de ebema adisua no atimi akoso no fa ye ena nya adisua nko a ubetimi di bi kura nso aye apomoden ubetimi di bi kura nso aye akwan enti sika no wo he ena asem ba akopa ye bebisa eno no yesan susuro say sadie baby abandon ani acha yo isika ya in wodi ye FSH because of the 51% ya bind ye adwuma 2018 budget ni mu no almost 98% eco FSHs 1.25 pe ene ko infrastructure see a DC adan eni ade enti se ekobasa na dache se oyi obo ba fom ni ye nya se de nya no a ye be ye den abepem ne apart from oil sika na de FSHs no ye nim source of funding ema FSHs enti se koba se enes aban foforo ba ehin wodi na ni be kire obeye ne sen enwoma na eda ho kire ba bia sika ni fini se de ye na etisen aban wo alternative source of funding ema free SHS no ana wo ma wie no enwuma ban na aban create ediama no krani se no anajo many Dr. Steve Matiam see o doc aban say wo ye industrialization siminu abadwen ho ewe he tie na yenso ebebusa ombeka 1D 1F ya yesi we ntie ebebusa ewen house ni beka fili gadochi munchire ye ni enkotwa ni yehu na ma ya rehemu se kwada no wie suku na emme ya another backlog enwu fie na fe enkoya asem wo mbenya adwuma aye echese enkomo ni doso papa ene ye babedi ena afi so kra ansa na bandi fie echese beba no na sponsorship ewo ho ye wo Cocoa sponsorship GMPC sponsorship ho sa sponsorship bebebe no get fund de ni bi ewo no maneno kwa ye infrastructure ema enu na kwa akosisen na even corporate entities say talonum ne cosmos energy mo no omo boahwe nkrofo wo school mo sesi a omo de na ka ahye guana enu anase couldn't that be another source of funding na ye ntimi consolidate no emwa ema FSHs no enye adwuma unim say I believe and support FSHs but I also believe that esase me bi mutua so that we save money entiene we hu komo ene ebedi no Owura Daniel Ochem Aboagye honorable member of parliament emo manfo a wonom ewo Bantama enti wono de woye Bantama Ochem Aboagye waba no peya ye ni no osaye government spokesperson ewo sikasem eho government spokesperson on finance enti ena anope wo hei se we asem no piake di ato aban aboboa no enti busa se aban die enwo wo ka chenchemu be ne kokwa na nie government spokesperson okasa ema aban ewo sikasem ho ena yene no abo empunimpu ene anopei osan eye Kintampo boga enti Kintampo senior high school for mo boy ba ko na aba anopei no mo hwehwe old boys na mo mechene nko na mo mane nko hwe no wo moa mo se bibia ebe ko kama ora bo akwa aba
where ejoso
fie boko
ya daroma eguso
ejuma mu nso
eguso boko
ye da mo asenso wa twero mention them my notes with a Dr. Mantia was saying run I know mommy education. They be a me friend be our boy me pa. Doc Steve Mantia made us papa. Thank you so much. Sikano away. More saying diaka way at why the edge de.
Obaya yam fanchi about you for.
Okay.
More about so that we adjuma we have the Aboagye and Puntu no be a show.
Medasi.
Yam fanchi ma bantam for Madaruma. So other Roma na mete ha me adwuma.
Okay.
Na yanka se piak for report no minim ha musika no na musiti ase. Aban fazika no kwhye baby akontabu no eda ho.
Okay.
Emra no ehye aban na Ministry of Finance say afibia on for report mra.
Okay.
O mechre fan musika no de tibe mi se be 2-3 weeks ago. And our finance committee ebeto ho no e de call Koforodua ekotra se bubo mu a hwe de omudi sika na ye ne de kaka ho na onim say report beto parliament na e de ma committee bi so nkohwema we are the report no so ye dey eba.
Okay.
The finance committee report bi ne kutami.
Okay.
And a Minister of Finance so almost report no e bi so e wo ho a sebe betimi a kire. Sad discussion we Minister of Finance, Finance Committee of Parliament, MPP, NDC, PIAC for Dr. No Ohubi.
Okay.
Chairman of pay. It is okay say sikana yira na sikana ye hu ana de
no omo ka say sikana ayira na emom de omo bisa ne say yenko yechi 2017 aban budget say me spend 700 million Ghana cedis. 2017 corner we no the aban ebu hu nkonta kire mo said the medie no eye 300 million enti e che say 400 million aka pia ka chokrata ebusa say the aka no we also ye ni ye ewo ho enti 2018 mu be hu ye free 2017 ya ba 2018 enu so dru ye no omo ehu ana mo de ko he because according to PIAC and the same thing repeated itself. So 2018 so aban di o budget for no odiye ma bi kai e ka be 403 million eno so aka
obaya
ena report ya be eno so mabusa mu say e wo ho. Nti now the question is e wo ho a eye den aden aban ni need man no say sisia no we are okay nti enhia say mo be touch us
in free 2017
okay
there was some $400 million here na PIAC for ebusa
okay
say e wo hin say they ebusa
cedis or dollars because I'm sure doc gave me cedis.
Okay, if you look at the report now you see it.
It's dollars. Okay.
It's no ebusa say e wo hin fa. The issue is a procurement process. So all you zikadi no rather home. Oh
sure.
Want to mean dino anyhow. Sa Petroleum Management Act no. At 815 no. Actually the ube to me this kano aye.
Okay.
Nema makuma be 16 okohwe section 21 na and now be to me this kano aye. Enti sa aban eba parliament the budget aba. Why says hanye mano 16 no ochusu mu 9.
Okay.
What the edebema budget no. Ebeye. Don't forget. Sa ye chefa wo oil sikani mu no. Ye dibi e support to budget. About 70% support budget. Ye dibi map a FG ye friend say petroleum company no.
Okay.
Say omu take about 30% GMPC.
It was 70 name or because you pay 70% oil revenue no.
Good.
Now you save 30%.
Sikana ye nya no. E bibe ko GMPC.
Sure.
Someone that share Ghana.
Yeah, 10%.
No more debate to our contribution, shares, equity, any participation interest. No. If we are, I know you're left on no sales. No.
Okay.
If we are, you corporate tax, ebeka home.
Okay.
In your royalties, ebeka home. In your surface rental, ebeka home. So then you ebeka home we are. You boom 70%. Say yen for more budget. 70%. Say yen for more budget. Not 30% at your core. Petroleum fund. What do you can say? That GMPC 49 a free million. The Akano. At the most 70 or how much you more son. Say I'm from more budget.
Okay.
30% you found 2 petroleum fund.
Okay.
Okay. And you know, you have back sa budget yen so.
Okay.
30% no, and also no, you have the core stabilization fund. And no, 30% na the core petroleum fund no. It's actually mean at the 70% actual stabilization. Now the 30% of that 70 no, 30% I could support to Dachi Heritage Fund. And it's all fast as you can yet 70% eco boa budget, 30% eco boa petroleum fund. Petroleum funds no such HMU you know, to stabilization in case any man kuyi na muhiya budget support as emergency fund be na makofa. Now yet the 30% of that na to work future generation. Enti yamra saa de de kobwa budget no. And no na wo minister no obekom ranim act dem akoyi niema mako and 9 would this 70% na de kobwa budget no ebeye. Enti yi agriculture, minister of finance yi agriculture, we health, we education, and we share report here. We your friends infrastructure.
Okay.
In the go.
We infrastructure and one separately.
Yes.
Okay.
Road, rail, and then others.
Okay.
Infrastructure. NOE agric.
Okay.
NOE education.
NOE health.
NOE health.
So those four.
Very good. Enti emubiano so ko share your friends education and some of kakra 2018. You can see a spend be almost what do you call it 465 million Ghana cedis. You spend about almost 419.
So 465.
And a budget here.
And I'm budget here.
This is 2018.
This is 2008. Yes. Okay. And I'm the 419.
419.
Inti mo pepe kra. Ebiaka. You spend less.
Good.
Into the akan.
Don't worry about the akano. Because budget sometimes a process. So I say this kana, this kano to make sure say dear now the year Juma in compliance with the law. Say
enu de nkachinye ni ho.
Sure.
Because in compliance with the law.
Yes.
Emra no kwem.
Good.
Enu waka say emra she we fearful.
Yes.
Say if 2017 and say me fa wo de 2018 kura. Sika no 465 million approximate.
Good.
Eni ebedie.
Good.
Ye de behwe adesua ho nsem.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Yes, in this particular case.
And Rasha your faithful say yo munya ni sa.
Yes.
Now afinu call na wie ye no. Wan ni nyina. Wadi kakra. Nti pe wo de ya me de piak reports na omude ya ma me na to.
Good.
Mafa wo de wadi 416.
419.
490.
Yes.
Let's say 420 at least. 40 something million edaho. Sa sika no adentina ye niye. Is it that ye near Juma ye debeye wo education sector? And I say dentia.
Buyer a procurement process. So kase me de be koye infrastructure. Education. Yes of it ya menya kwai budget is approved. Enti me kwa koto. Enti ube said there will be procurement delays. We only have 12 months. Procurement will be a bekokra be you know. Now they also will spend this kind of on. Now when you approve na odini na bayero. And in the case of 2017, this is Canada who.
And now
a balance brought forward. And for instance, many 2017 400,000 now. Eba I'm here to be carrying forward. Eba 2017.
No, about 2018.
Until Obaka Sebia edaho. But 2017 no, about 18 no. So me spending on infrastructure and me spending education. I can spend from the year me carrying over now. And this be at the hotel. Now because of the procurement delay, and it's actually why I carry up. But that's before.
Say a procurement process.
Sure.
Yasha process na se no.
Sure.
Budget the him said you would do when you so.
Very good.
Couldn't it have been in the budget? Say it said 2017 there na you work bear 400 million that one. Emma say okay 400 million ni ye de koye way.
Good.
And up till now ye new procurement process ne say say ye de way because say school asema we are doing the tracks and ekoso enti ye procurement ne be delay ama aka school aka de no na so sikane da ho sa.
You were explained in tier 2017 ebia want me use.
Okay.
But and does not mean say 2017 $400 million. It will be brought forward and expended in 2018.
But Ebra Piak Ebisai for the report, you know. All he said was that, oh, yeah, the back 2018,
yes.
like you are saying, it will be brought forward.
Yes.
And so 2018, you know, it wasn't brought forward.
Report to me. Okay, so even parliamentary report you cry. They talk about 4.6. They talk about what? Non-disbursement of 400 million.
Yes.
Okay? So they explain Ghana cedis, sorry, they are set dollars for 400 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Non-disbursement. Why it was not disbursed previously? Because they were asking questions.
Now, yembo na ye answer na say doc muti omo say. Enti mo say denti we say report we for 2018, right? Enti reason is saying na when 2017 400 million Ghana cedis.
The reason was what I've told you. Some of the procurement delays in 2017.
Okay.
So that is what was left.
Okay.
Two Busa say, and then when they say it was because of procurement delays, then.
Okay.
Right?
And then,
but if you read this report, you tell you it has been disbursed as required.
So why hasn't it been accounted for?
Oh.
So yeah, disbursed accounts to cover 500 million in Pache.
Obaya, if the parliamentary committee, finance committee report is capturing this as one of the many discussions you could discuss, it means that we were very, very interested in the questions Piak raised then.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Because Piak, according to Piak, no, 2017, no, what you raised the budget on was not the entire 700 million, or you thought approval was given for just the 300.
Okay.
And Parliament, Eka say, no, and you were there. Yeah. The approval was given for the entire 700.
Okay.
Enti o kakra na akra no ehwehwe aso say mo amusi o ye pese di 700 million.
Okay.
Parliament is okay cost spend it. Na makodi 300 na say ye bisa mo na Piak bisa say enti di aka na say oh na ye nim say approval na Parliament de ma ye no e cover for 700 ni nyina o enti ye sen akobisa Parliament say oh mamo ha mo nsa be pa approval foforo bia if you say de de ma mo no first approval ne cover 700 no enyina.
Obaya, bottom line as to say approval was up to 700 and I say up to the other minister then. The bottom line on say the delay was the demand delay was as a result of procurement processes.
All right.
In 2017.
Okay.
But so, it will be carried forward.
So sir 400 million 2017.
Sure.
That ben na ye be account to say and now procurement delays in year for so the money has been utilized.
Here's a section of the committee report capturing how it has been done. And I think for the sake of your viewers, if you like, I'll give it to you for you to read.
Okay.
Explaining the question that was raised then.
Okay. But any accounts, any accounts of Sikanini, you are telling why it wasn't utilized.
Why it wasn't utilized? But then spending, no. What are you spending on? You are spending on the 4 priority things that you said you're going to spend the money on. In this case, you choose agriculture.
Okay.
You choose education.
Okay.
You choose health.
Okay.
And you choose road and other infrastructure.
Okay.
So when you carry it forward, you spend based on what you have selected. So be spending on in compliance with the law.
Na only necessary and can be reflected ama ye hu wo mon kontabuo mu ana.
I reflected. So and reflected.
I reflected wo ye be kontabuo mu.
2018.
I reflected 2018.
Yes.
I'm afraid.
Yes.
If he say Piak, according to Piak, 2018 I reflected. And when nam so Emma Omoka say 2018 you cancel the same thing. Let's say me faudie say yenima watch so a procurement delays.
Yes.
Anti process delays, you know, and I'm so mamu incur same thing 2018. And of the amount I approve mamono 403 million. And also more endi. And say be cut 300 in a home.
Dabi. Rest now we are to say the car to me. account me. When you carry,
but that is what Doc said, because from what I have here, Prince may forward the voice now. See if you can play so that Honorable Betty has said. Because you see the same thing happened in 2018.
The same thing.
It is if you DC or 2018 and can you say they would have expected say and won't contabeba and think can no one sign find your reference and castle okay 2017 they not become 2018 the any into afi akosoro
Obaya.
Yes, Papa.
A cumulative process.
Okay.
If you don't spend the money, you carry it forward.
Okay.
When you carry it forward, what do? ABA debate me at the Ministry of Finance, no, it is the fact that ABA 2018 no, biaka.
Okay.
Also resulting from maybe the same procurement delays. And the question is how much? It doesn't mean say 400 no, a go and 18 so the biaka. No. It is rolled forward. It is expended in 18. So 18 the end become one. Budget become one. So
if it is expended in 18 here, then whatever we decided to spend in 18
may also suffer.
To Apple. It won't suffer. Say me what 400 da. So 18. Let me see how much we decided to spend on 18. 605.
Sure.
Yes. So 18, we decided to spend 605. That's 400 from 17. It's supposed to be added to 18.
It will be brought forward
to the 605.
It will be brought forward spending wise as carry forward. When you're spending, the also be 618 or 605, whatever it is.
605. That's
it will be probably a carry forward from the prior year, 400 million plus additional 200 that is planned to be spent. And they say wait the hot strong. And they say wait the hot strong. And like I said, man spending make unless it be what committed to other expenditure.
No, but say one spend it. Now simple mathematics. So the mammy for the NB. Jom die. Sikano 400 aka. One touch it. Because all follow procurement process.
Good.
So the assumption is that that money has not been spent yet.
Okay, so let's...
Because the procurement process is not done.
Let's do this. I didn't spend 400 in 2017.
Okay.
Cumulatively, I want to spend
605
in 18. You carry your balance forward if he has not been committed to anything.
So when you carry it forward, you won't be spending 605 in 2018. I'll be expecting you to spend like 10.
No, when you carry... No. You are looking at the 605 as if say and quite isolated.
Yes.
No.
Because in 2017, you didn't account for that money. And yes, I better you so.
I've carried forward my 400. I plan to spend cumulatively.
There be cumulatively need the mama me cause say o pese ogu me fa so na fe wo de bro for abehye.
No because Aboagye untimi ka tell say budget say budget.
Honorable Aboagye show. Yeah, your budget no.
Good.
Yes say oil sika no. There ye sika ye mfa so no. 700 million bi ye bedi ewo ekwan 9 way so. Ene ye see you nti yadwem no ye sika.
Sure.
700 million. Now, I feel kayebedi in 2017. I feel kwa wiye no. Yentimi andini nyina if he said near man near pesi ye no. Hun krata sem enwie which is procurement and sheshe no. Enti emu 300 million and ye free 700 ne so. Media tuya school fees, medibia tuyaka, medibia ise. Enti media mitiha madwimu de 400 no. Munya ni ye wo ho. If we say wa mu hu nkonta na wa ankyere nso say we na me de wo twen say procurement hyehyɛ ne befam. Now yaba 2018.
Okay.
2018 we see me de 605 million.
Okay.
E wo niema nan kuayo akwan suku apomuden 605.
Good.
Enti kosane ne say na no 400 na e ka ye ne. O see me de baba be ka 605 no na madi. Enti eden na abeka cha me say 605 nim.
Okay. But the can I say? Wo taking isolate say why isolate 17.
The same thing Piaki is saying.
Okay. That is not even a problem. So me person may go alongside the Wokana. The accounting for this 400 will be there. If Piaki believes say it is not accounted for, it's not a problem. We can raise questions in the ministry.
They have.
Okay, but they'll be meeting all the time.
They have also, and as I say, what 2019, oh, I have got 2020, and fear me, you know, says Sikano, Yenya, procurement, and she knew ye, and see ye, ya. Thank you, she says, and ye, Mubeka says, oh, ye near that's all. Said that's all, must have say, day, na, tina, a buying a mobobusia, cramai, a banner ho, Emma Crama and Kenipa.
Obama, if there's any time in recent Ghana's history, a baby person managing Ghana, and the Ghana Sikasemiya, I believe that this is the time.
Okay.
You're very, very, very concerned with borrowing. Even though baby you drew as a minor. The SCA, you know, I don't know. And can say Parliament and my choir. It is a bad way and quatnaho. Emma Sabi Abada ho Nakramai Ebekaye.
Okay.
Because social revenue management strategies are yetiki, debt management strategies are yetiki, fiscal expenditure controls are yetiki. Yam masika, you want more quenya. I bet me spend the minimize Ghana. A car, and who's the home and the home. But so best spend this kana, ube spend it in compliance with the law. And you know, the ambassador just said, it's a PIAC, or more public interest, accountability. And I like Juma Omuyeno. I don't have anything against Omuyeno. They are raising public awareness. But sir, 400 year Omukano, I believe sir, Omuni ministry now have several meetings. It came up.
Yeah.
They've had several meetings as to way. Enti young fa we metro abonten se de akase de skada ho ana ba we pese obi su ne akobobosia abetuansi ho
ba den tini yenya mu nkonta ne mi hu se sika no piakfo and now I said your margin ya mu se sika ne da ho no
good
weni ene ye de aye weni ne so book no lie
yes
said wa ka no emra mu na mu de mu di no
sure
and wo se ye hu nkonta no enti 2017 2018 se see 2019 so besia kwa kogu ya pai mu
enti piak pese o ka kire se ani bia when the ministry share several times o ka kire finance committee meeting no when nya answers na I mean come on let's be honest. If there's one ministry, maybe close to a minim, or Munshaya Mata meeting, Kakaka Kremua, so transparent, is the Minister of Finance. To me.
Say almost say.
And you know, Piak, you've had several meetings with the ministry. They bring information now, they bring a catch Ghana for.
The Onya or Canibini, or say 2018, you know, ministry near say. Mistake I buy be an asset delays an account now mo
sure
ye beye enti wo budget ni mu no wo mo eye enhyehyeye no anase allocation ni pepepe now so ne bro for kind no say uko actual sa uko paper so dia why ne pepepe abu nkonta ama no akava to say 2017 400 akamu no enyina enso say uko forma adwuma no enti sa and I said, you also what
well, I'll be
in actuals, according to him, it is not so.
I will be very surprised. Say, Piak and then Panini, cancer because this did not come up in Kufurudia. Everybody was there, were there for about 2-3 days.
Okay.
It didn't come up.
Okay.
We're all interested.
Okay.
To know, say, you had raised questions. What was the questions that found in the past?
Okay.
But Drew has you know, if you need any explanation. When our catcher say we don't share all the time. Tell us.
Okay.
Yes, Obian for Bibian, see that be Obaya, Yamagana Sika na home master Besabi, Aboagye, Abame da home. No, Yanisa.
But who realize it says so the PIAC in China.
Sure.
The answer I mean I stick to PIAC because PIAC na me new modelia.
No problem.
The me will be a me bisabia me name say me won home records. And so and I mean yes be ya man yourself. But just and rather both sides of the house our parliament say 2018 sekano 440 million and so I buy spend it I didn't hear because all times I dream one say a woman say if you say to school fees you know but him say senka your infrastructure no ye enough be an double track yenye maybe a ye. And see, says, can or dia. Yensi adan no yenye way na yen say the money is being spent. And is it the case of just pia kapene bia or person obeji din and say what can be mokra nra mraspe you told government say
oil money the be infrastructure
okay
for education
okay
yenuanuma omo the other side of the aisle NDC4 omasem kro mo kan say si ehwe de ko support to budget na ye de dodo no kra a support to education dodo ten you and in education no they talk about free senior high school complaints no say over 50%
that is minority okay
ana oka say aban on person best spend this ka e de abo education na wo hwe no in a narrow wo hwe kakra bi one sided because saban we ya can say me MPP aban amapanya kufu adodana no 2019 budget when say get funds can ye dey akọ pebusia about 1.5 billion why did you aban am person best spend this ka our infrastructure in education no we say get funds sika no beba a strategic fund three more beba
okay
am I here no yeni kan kupa busia na yensisi school adai
adentina sese yakopa busia abrea sika no ebi wo ho se said the enra minority for yi kan meba omo de say spend so much on FSHS no because PX waka but se say aped ye wo kan
yes
ampa 440 million
yes
daily guide na kan e wo ho aban se media me pese me bobo sabasa but it was can be da wa se yen kopa busia na pharmacy suku adan no na sika bi nko na sika bi nko
me can we e dey support to the first say untumi nka say aban a kopa busia e dey bebo suku da sie ma suku akona nim no so was kada how but me spend without breaching the law
okay
on giant ho
but law ben na all breach
no and question no procurement act no emma limitations what the obetumi spending for instance over argument say you spending so much on free senior high school goods and services it is because the spending on the capital side no in compliance with the law no is behind and it is behind hold on
but emrano okacha yen say spend this percentage e infrastructure na oka ye no say e bia yen spend saying wo capital expenditure na yen 70% e wo capital expenditure
yes 70% on capital expenditure and for instance uma me 100 cedis some cost spend on education sa oil mrano e she me say out of that 70 no to you friends 70% out of that 100 cedis are mame no me spend a 70 cedis even though on education no but 70 cedis must go into infrastructure in education and this bibi could delay me na me spend 70 cedis no wa na me cost spend 30 ni nyina now but for better one me spend this can be 70 identity akasa 30 wo say 30 because 50-50 Abraham and fan call and you know the mommy 100 7 cost spend on education
agreed
within that law no
70% on expenditure no capital expenditure the idea infrastructure na ade no emu saying na motimi aya ebe me ehu sampa must spend it 70 even less 50B or 30B it's on capital expenditure
it's probably about 50-50 or something like that
sir
yeah that's why they were arguing say we share the component on education we spend about almost 60% on goods and services for education, which they call free senior high school. Okay, it's because the 70% spending on infrastructure, no, because of procurement delays, no, is lacking behind, and that is also opportunity for us as lawmakers and the media we interested, no, to begin to look at the law, because some people are also saying, say, investment in developing human resources, no. It should be considered as capital expenditure.
Any day you bed they consider ne say fi no crap ya ken so akansa asem ne say sika no de ye die e wo FSHS ho say nya say DC school adan ne dormitories but by way say ye di etua school fees any wonum capitation no e wo shopa cause o can say of 2018 budget no the amount spent, 51% of the money spent was on education.
What money spent? On educational budget.
Educational budget, was on education. Now, education, 98% of that 51 was on free SHS. And now, just a little over 1% a call Adain any suku Adain the account.
Obaya.
Capital expenditure no. Enti eba ne saa unyi ni se de ye kan se ye di wo yanum no e do so sen de ye di ye saa empuntutwuma.
Obaya yenkum.
Okay.
So kohwe the budget for education said they all kana. Na ebia obetimi aka said they all kana is factual.
Okay.
But opese o kire me say e car yebo edi ahwe emrantie enema bawa omuye dachi menumi enu ye future eye sebe ye nuanum endis for free no consumption na okay tana pesoka
okay
and achen buy me one numbers bi o ha so ko Ghana sika total revenue sika etim gigi nyina grant and bibia almost 40 billion in 2017. Only mududu ya education 1%. 1%.
Because already we are spending so much.
Hey, abusuya ya timi oba. Minu mienu abusuya. Na yenya sika 40 cedis. Ana yemfa no 40 billion. Ni ayimu ohamu chichemu baako. Se yemfa moa enkrai dache. Minu mienu women na be doctors, lawyers, journalists, and ne enfaswabre so o se eso 1% o hamu chichemu baako. That is 2017. Enti okohwe seme okasa me chiche musikem emfa hwe mabusuya said the doctor okobo kan no se minister me de be hwe mabusuya na ese mesi dai edema omu na misika nso na ese mesi de omu kusku misika nso na minyi ba ko a me Dr. Okoboy me de misika no be hwe nkura no because nkura no utimi de hwe omu a no mu be da chi a de aka nyina no ebeba seek ye first the education of your children de aka nyina ebedi achiri the same thing as the Speaker of Parliament
senkaye na ye Bible nkwansem na heaven asema ke seek ye first but in managing an economy
good
ebia ka say a balancing act
yes
ye shaha kakra
good
ya shaha kakra
good
ya shaha kakra
very good
so 1% ya wokan it's not as if say sika foforo bia anko
good
already yenya bia fi oyi revenue na ekoho account 1% in home okay now
1%
the second
total
thing revenue of the nation
okay. Including grants
okay share the future of ene emano
good
share future ne say yetete omu wi a future ne siana omu be wi a be ye adwuma ben
good
omu be wi a beto aso wen because FSHS no universities no share say expansion cost wo share say ye building industries and I say enuma omu wi a omu beba be ya na say ye dey concentration kwa say seek first education what will happen to employment and other aspects of the economy
seek first education all other things will be added I'm very happy say amamu a balancing act until year 1% and now in the case of 2018 about 2% and all that this is a first batch second batch be control if you say yenye mistake bia na ba kon Ghana obaya how every sector of the Ghanaian economy there will problem ho
no sure
o my team kura no nipa be 30 million do say ni tax be 1.5 million in the tax into 1.5 million you know itimi etisi no and a year hwe o man no do no nyina enti the bia obaka bia no you problem Canea problems, acquire problems, school some problems, a dozen. So you have to balance it. And I'm going to say, the person me see on my beer, a bedu baby no, ya kom mabosika no yen kosresre enti Ghana beyond aid.
Okay.
Ghana beyond aid no ade ba ko a wono na nisu no ohun mi se sebe se o man Ghana bedi ya future no eye nipa etim.
Okay.
Na nipa ebetim na obaya ontumi nkenkan ontumi ntwro ontumi nya hwe a sebe ati se wonama na woni afra enti on penisa enti o taka problems ni nyina o balance bibia o sadia me ma obi akọ school no bi me ma akọ school no na Ghana nhihye ya fa economy hu no ho a da bia se ora na produce raw material na ye de cotton okwa ebo e pe na de ma wo me be hihye company one district one factory kakra me private sector eye nka na me de to na da che mrantie ni ma ba yi wi a ma benya adwuma ye.
Okay.
Me ye no so no na me ye akwan so aka ho no se bia commerce and movement of goods and services ye na ekrum brahafo nnuane bebebe egu hoi memfa wure nkoto ho ye paduane ato abayire ko kentampa be say one city
menya akwan na memfa wure nkoto because real in brahafo ye nse
the question is menya akwai. I'm talking about roads and road network.
Because you na carry there na be say na yenso ye keteke kwan we.
Oh emre oba emre eti menya akwai na transportation, economic activities, movement of people from place to place, and to mean koso.
Okay.
So the kind of meaning cheche muno. Me ye ni nyina no so no. Na me take measures. I make sure say krono sama sika kakra na eba no kra no. Amanfo wiawia no. Men sisi kakra. Enti amamo nya se bia one aspect. Unfortunately for us no. We are a blessed nation. Yankopon shira ya mai. But for far too long mismanagement no corruption no edia wumo into o man panya Kufuor fi say for him free senior high school is very very important.
Enti osha said the free senior high school is important. Sure. Concentration wo hoyi.
Sure.
Other aspects of the economy sana ye ana.
Oh,
if you say anything I make say balancing act.
Sure.
Enti ye she school for no na ye she so say akwan na nkwadan befa so na enwuma no nso ni nuane befa so ne sesi a akwan no nso na because still amanfo feel say sika na ye de ko FSHS ni nti entimi ma aban enye akwan eni sukuu ne ne keka ho na nya amanfo keke because enra me ne piak fo no kasa no omo wo ahinkro side o me refi offense area o se wo be hwe kwan na enti sa kwan we no aduane no ebe fa so akohin and moreover 1F1D ase mo to nwom dodo because ye hu
baya the person me culture say o man panyina Kufuor unjai any aspect of the economy into ho say me ye we ma ba ye we.
Okay.
Dabi enya na nhihye no nhihye no say baby bia officer obetumi aye bia no. Well, I did a course in managerial statistics in the US.
Okay.
You could tackle one problem, through one problem, and solve many, get many outcomes.
Okay.
You can get many outcomes. And it's possible. Then I'll be okay. Say, of ministers, why you say no? The problems of this country, and also, Obaya.
But are we seeing the solutions? Because you see, I am funny. Say FSHS for you.
Yes.
First batch, so mube we this year,
sure.
Omu ya say universities na omo be kono abetumi accommodate omo ana oh the person can read and write inti we are fine.
Okay, I mean kasem chiro are we seeing solution? Yes. Minim hwe kura no since 2017 me da kanem minim hwe menua oba yata wote bantama high street black history ho no pomade on sori na adwom pomade kaneno ana July no ba no sorry bako to him not ho near campaign not ho and now nyasa company sika de kwa to petrol e dey supplement the gen energy enya biem amrantie ne mabawa over 100,000 say ofri say e extended national service kra omu e koye adwuma kakra enya organizational skills, communication skills, and interpersonal skills. I believe skills
to go and look for jobs. I say na omu kope skills. I had to say, yeah, ma omo additional training. No mo dia kope ejuma aye. Enti sa mrantie ni meba wo up to now napko ye nim exit a plan.
Do you know the problem?
Me ba o mira. Napko se say aye to ye nim the exit plan.
Okay.
And so eye dan ya exit wom ombe film. Omo film mo a ehin na omo befa. Omo nsan meye adesoa ana.
Me wo company keto bi o. Me hweso microfinance. Me ka say me penapko for be 150. Inya be 70. 70 no mba mu na within a matter of 6 months be nya dwuma mko. Umo maka no, I am compelled to hire them permanently. Otherwise umbeko. Small business.
Okay, it's 1 out of saying. Oh, and in fact, I was say say statistics of omu ni adwuma ye saying. Na se say omu ni adwuma ye saying. It's so shine and now.
I'm only giving you what I know.
Okay.
And it could be a tip of an iceberg.
Okay.
Okay. I'm compelled to compensate them properly to add more. Government is paying 700. I have to add about 400.
Okay.
Just to keep them. And for most of them, no. I'm going to tell NAPCO for say I want to hire those who have passed their probation. What I'm telling you is that one of the problems of small businesses no no say. Who hire a brand trainee ababa wa what train am na di 1 year 2 years no. Obo bank save your bed.
Okay.
I'm a living testimony. Minim enti no minim say NAPCO for ba adwuma no nya 1-2 years experience. They'll be hired. By the way, yeah, factories. Ebia,
say
good. Oh, buyer. Yeah, guzo.
Oh, honey, we
can talk about that maybe another time. But
I can't because peer consensus, only omukasa omo say we need to see industrialization. Now, the ebema investor no kra nani aka no. Say akwan ne ye. Ensuo no ba.
Good.
Na nkanea no ye twuma.
Sure.
Enti bibia ye kama. Enye say o mama o tax incentives. I no kran so in a long run e be wi ase no e be affect in revenue generation say oman.
Obaya, yakoye oman a isi kansu akonmabo. Yakoye oman a ehia manfo adwuma beba abema ye mbrantie ni maba ye adwuma. Na sebe mpanifo na ka asem ye de nam na yi nam wonsuo. Enti obi na adwuma e ba na me ka se mema tax waiver. Na me de twetwe no.
Say because ye ni niama bi say yenso ye nkanea yakwan ye niama no sisi so. Eno so enye form of incentive ana. A big incentives. Entina omampanya kufu ado ne MPP mamu say let's create the enabling environment for private sector to drive the development. Now, sabi obi abaje moya bunu be fi nwotwe. Atete apansam no. Ode ye ko IMF oman yi production wo bobosia no na GDP kofom. Interest rate na namwem 25.5% and I mean 16%. Entino oman no na nyina said yes sabi my atiye anya rofie. And I mean not say Ghana 40 year.
Nyina ahobrasiem. Ma oba otie wo kofi a ndwene dumso ho.
Medwen ho. Pacho medwen ho. Enura anajo. Yedum menkanea. In fact, nyame ade a obeye ni se ba bia me oni ntimi nim nipa. Na me frɛ obi nam say ora o ma me assurance edum kanea bia me mfrɛ.
Good.
Eno si gina so meba. In fact, o send a message ni ma me. BPS bulk supply plant malam cough wager cough aha call off afe ewa no obi so afrem say ya eastern region nyina call off. It took like an hour. Enti eno no obi so mo say ye ni hye beka grid ko phone no key off later na PDS here say they are solving then we any politics we are looking at PR report but enkane an issue no and na kra say dey ya mo pese ya
dwe and the can call off 30 minutes 1 hour yenyina yesu eyem de
now when I say 4 years ago no ni yensu
hey Aboagye
ni e ka
eso yedam say fie nai Aboagye ten you be say yedam fie nai na anam so mampanya kufu ado timi hihema ne yenti no the expectation is more and we welcome it.
Okay,
but the air can say the oba sika say amamu ye balancing act no yedi bi ko free senior high school ye we see oil money no e dey year infrastructure agric and health and ye kaka ho no na other sectors of the economies no ye manage na oba ya the make an say ade a obidi mfi nwotwe ye MPP for ya dwunu mu no aseno no ontimi mfa fimi enu penefa enye but awreshemu
wo pia ke hwehwe say about this oil revenue no ne management na say obi ayemfumso ho a na nka wo de wo hwehwe say obetoto oni amaye na ye better na wo mo concerns ba ko ye say sesi ayetiwe yen FSHS no baby yenye sika free pa didi ho dwuma eye oil oil sika no enti no wo mu susu say o sha efi 2015 fan wo bo no ete ba fom pa anyenye hu said ye see drop here from $100 a barrel eba bedru be 29 point something se see ya ebo na ye na eno an ye nida so no fan wo enka asasim FSHS na ye penafebo ade fan go so nka asasim ye de enu nko akwa ye ni so ade hu se ho ne ye fund na ye hotwa ye fahin where are we going to get money to sustain FSHS say ya hoto na say amansan dwaso fa ngobo no teba fom a ebeka ye nsikasem e ofie ye beye dan na ye tua FSHS ho ka na ya bo ho bra enti what is our other source of funding for FSHS
obaya oman eho abrabonsem ananshyensem na yeka dear doctor eka no menno enya adwene wo ho
okay
edinkai there was stabilization fund aye tibikoto a obia mfa nsanya dai enkaye
okay
there was heritage fund aye tibikoto ho a obia mfa nsanya dai enkaye spending nyina no Ministry of Finance na abayi emumre bi aso. No. We have complied fully with the requirements of the law.
Oh, many need to wakase mo bumra so.
Meba.
Okay.
Enti what say? Sikando do na a friend say oil.
Yes.
Menene nya adwene in the sense say education budget abia ye kan wasem 2017-19 budget okohwema 1.68 billion almost less than half of it. Why do you tell me say sika no do na hwe free then I make catch on say Ghana sika nyina ye nya de bo Ghana ho ebra say free oil, say free taxes, say free grant, say free fees and other sources. Yet the bottom man ho bra. Na say yim 1% and not 2%, regardless of source.
Namkasa ya wokan wo say the mra na ye adwumenti. Why are we going to disregard the source?
No, I'm not sure. Say you nya Ghana sika 40 billion in 2018 in the 17.
Okay.
And the revenues are all there.
Okay.
Near you bear 1% Ghana sika. Baby free baby ah. Say for more man who da chimbra young cry education. So all you know with all due respect, I Brasimu. But in first sabi or train well at the club no da. All you know no. Mini buyer. Na Ghana yamona bra.
Ni abone braba on se na sa eka of FSHS mai. Enti said ye beye e na eya ni suade hunu pa. Said ye beye adaache sa ban we ni okra ban foforo ba obeye oblige because ye nhyehyeye wo ho. Ye insurance no ye nim say ye nhyehyeye a ye de efanie. One say at a point na Netherlands for na boa yen with free maternal applying for pregnant women registration. Omo pull it out no. It had an effect in a way. And she said, "Ye be ye na daache sa nhyehyeye said ye eye no ehun kobasem no enti ne ya sha ase na wo piakefo busa sisi say is there any other source of funding ana na ye hu na say daache oyo no anko said ye projections esitie because enye ye need so full control
okay me tell
ye de ye hu ba bia ye de ye
Obaya heritage fund ho
okay
stabilization fund ho
still lay oil
aye no problem oil no besa na Obaya tiniye na menana we de me de kofi na example no ye enwai ene mponche
okay
enwai mponche sika bia na tonton de hweye ende ye de bi hwe mi a obeye busua krachi enwani ho a mentimi hwede aka ko o ma bi e fen Filipinos omadwuma o moye ba ko no say they export nurses to America.
Okay.
To ko America professional nurses ofa ni pattern na kan ya emu be 9 ananum eye Filipinos.
Okay.
Ghana se doctor for be striker ya na adwene say ko fa Cuba for the man ya aba into my Cuba export doctors to get foreign exchange ko o might be to say America offer doctors 10 bia obehia no Chicago abantra anya emu 2 Indians.
Okay.
And to say yes Spanish cano at the Bois Free Senior High School. That's even your employment capacity and to me amfa omunina. We can create a path where doctors, lawyers, nurses from Ghana can also go and bring us foreign exchange.
But so more a secondary school which is even part of our basic education. And say a secondary level cry and funny say a high school.
Good.
And your high school nina. Yeah, because a high school near and a high school graduate.
Good.
A doctor.
Good.
Or your nurse. Ya shared room fini baby. And he said ya who can he say okay, ye train your mo okay, the near share human resource capital and ye develop your
sure.
Ye bet me a sportibia. And yan Quebec said then and so of FSHS. Yan so yan call university.
Good.
Yan so yan call skills ahodo no. But say baby a train your mudu no. Enru baby a beka say we pay to be used for what we want to
they
be
are
used
saying for. Hypothesis if the oil finishes. I'm also saying if by the time the oil finishes right, we have trained these people. This is hypothesis.
We have only trained them to the secondary level. Because you train your mom maybe secondary.
And then make us
any assurance say omunina ebe ko tertiary. And now wo be ko technical universities ahodo no aba be the doctors, the engineers.
I believe say
and
on my Ghana educational university level no okay. But I believe says how a buying with MPP are buying. They start to keen interest in TVET.
Okay.
I'm a man for employable skills. To be honest with you, I remember one them ran here before more a juma on bangano. Se messing here juma 2 weeks continuous. When you catch no me.
But it doesn't make them professionals.
They make us it doesn't make until a wo a bino. And I said wo abaya wo ni swadi hu disa de mampanya kufu ado wo no.
Okay.
And wo yen hihye ama almost skills no. I have very very improved. Yet kroma say e for na POP mai. Do na mfito. No ajiska. Train them, give them the opportunity. Electronics, mason work, carpentry, proper, and facilitate their ability to get equipment. They will deliver.
And see, apart from oil revenue, no, any other source of funding, apart
from oil revenue, no, assume you say oil revenue, say what tax revenue. Tax revenue, it me find. I mean, what Aboagye say
tax revenue, kwande, any send and cabin be a bit to me easily.
Oh, that be Aboagye say
it's a tax no cry, ye jija, ye new butai.
Me see, Aboagye no, yen shishye. Ade abie tax ni mama obia de ni widows might kakra obenye bia ade abetum. Imagine say to say a issue taxpayers identification number NCPA national ID obia onyeska bia omam kakra bia obetu bia na nyame no mienu kwa na etuo enti yabai gukuda nipa be 1.5 million and the airboa out of about 30 million. Okay. Imagine say onya additional 2 million kwa ka ho tax revenue be expanding sa ayi Boja fu nyina abambi eboa 1 cedi a day something near block kwa fa so eliki to be musis kan nyina dodo na ba begu o man futu no
o kan sa de ne piakafo no so be ka say ene ma omanfo no enya adwuma enye so munya adwuma ya enhia se wo na obetua ne ba school fees ama no ono abetua na ade cause wotumi ya adwuma ma wo te no tax a obenya ne mfa so de behwe ne ba so that sa burden no emeda ban so
obaya Aban was a responsibility.
Okay.
Say o man for enya adwuma ye.
Okay.
And now unya obrabi bo etimi de hwe na busuafo. Se be Ghana for yem pese da bia aban. Aban say I mean cut interest rate so from 25.5%.
Okay.
And from 16%. Bank for no shi yemi ya aba forma asobeti. Because me NDC pension me bobo say be 35%. And then the same bank 22%.
35.
Yes.
I thought at that time the highest it went was 26.
Let me give you an example. Okay Road Fund. In your NDC 4 Ekobo Bosia from UBA at the rate of 32%.
Okay.
So me private individual make 35 or me twangum. You buy no be refinance with Fidelity and Commercial Bank for 21. And you buy say a best me first create adwuma. Me ma interest akofom. Oba ya bia we obudwa bi. Ana ma me na onua ba mi. Onkope bosia ni bi. Na onfa mi na adwuma mu. Na me bo kakra me expanding ayi Ghana free IMF e de adwuma aba no. Na private no so
onfa mi adwuma na aban na hu say for a man for taste for foreign goods was sure eniti ye kra niama bibia fi amano ne ban. Asa adwuma no ebenyi kama.
Wonim say sa problem na ye wono asoman no a opportunity for us. E de be ne ma ne kraba. Adan ye nko China enko fasa mfidie bi ma na enye na wo ha ne sika nka na ho sunsanso ne adwuma no nka
eno be ye komo foforo for da foforo piak concern ebiemu a report no wonom dwen ho ne se ansa na aban di FSHS ebeba no na ye wo other forms of scholarship to say get fund ho scholarship secretariat ho cocoa board timima afibia nkwada be 12,000 omususu se ensi a ene yasia beti FSHS secretariat ene Ministry of Education adan na aban said ye aye dwidwidwi bebre no yen consolidate ni nyina enye mu abak because ni nyina sa bureaucracy ni nyina so eye sikaseye
the okay no mamo nhihye say if there's opportunity to consolidate a recommendation I don't think say omampanyina kufu ado ne MPB aban na ye obi a ebubu nu yesi asum.
Okay.
We don't do that. If it is
but has it occurred to me say even create FSHS secretariat and why the FSHS secretariat because near other secretariats or okay FSHS eti eni so ade hunu na say any others na akano munyina mumra together said the bibi near what VAT near what IRS near what way shani see no here for munyina shame GR Ghana revenue because munyina revenue na on generate amaye enti abama dream da na say has it ever occurred to you or some kind of
I famra for pana chief on tiase say your project be a day come so na afeni e dey ba na bia ya me no company bia ya be ye ho aka ho ape a senior manager bia if he say obetima project manager
okay
for some time now I has here agent share no project no o ye ho adwuma say project no ye wo no nefa na bibia ko ya ye mai say be pia mankura ni bia manager na ye hwe ho edey efrim be sure say UTV mo group ayi despite group of companies so mbeti bia company fufo bi dia be ka ho a ahyase na munya project manager or focus so say obetima man direct report to the power source
okay
enti ye fi say free senior school ya de ba ko a ye pese ye enti bia di mo animu ya no to avoid the bureaucracies in the existing system ye bia ye mfa secretariat bi enye project management team no mumfanye dey enhwe ekodu ba bi na safa na fi say yes they can't be bia why not
nti mo hwe say are you then looking at it said that chin bia good suggestion na mo de be ko adwendwe mu say okay ye be consolidate all these scholarships secretariat ahodo ne yaye ni mu aba
oba ya de ba ko ba bit ma ka kire afa o mampanya gufu ado ho ene MPP ba mu ayi wo mu say we are not against progressive suggestions. Okay. We are not. We are very open. In fact, Ababi Bawa say we are not go to Ethiopia. We are not like that.
Okay.
We will listen to Ghanaians. Amamunu ye nya edidi ani munu nyina no ye asomafo. Nduko Ashanti regional minister Kaja say don't call me regional minister. Call me regional messenger. Santemai Sumasumami, Abai Sumasumami. And to the point and he said, ye bu man se obi a yabeje o man Ghana for do musunsun nyina hye musi ye mu man no sa de bi o ho a abeboa ama o man no amamu na koyi a as time goes on no why not
any almost science to say ansana FSHS beba no
sure.
Na this scholarship secretary say cocoa board say so almost 12,000 student scholarship corporate entities to say Talomo Cosmos mo and then po GMPC kra no ma scholarship it say FSHS buy no omo magyayo omo mabim sa omo sika no ni ade no ekwan ben so na aban fa say ne nsa betimi aka na no so kra yetimi die tue sika bi nya sa say aban say o mi a me hwe me ma obi bua wo sija mi a me hwe wa so wo hwe so e de ahoni akakra ba sa eno no ye be ye ne den
any opportunity bia e wo bia e betumi improve Ghana mamuo ene Ghana mpuntuo no MPP yete na ihu se emrepam no beboa ne e befa tilie e ke mesem bia atwam ye ka se ye Minister of Finance Honorable Kenofo Yata ka se o mo betumi atuo mu ntue bi moa I mean free senior school ye nuanom NDC fo no bi ka se me betumi atua na o se e dia ma free when say Ghana a progressive tax system. So, you should say economics kakra. Progressive tax system.
Don't coach me kakra, but maybe in secondary school no man to us.
Progressive tax system, not just say. When you be on your scammer, utia tax more.
And I remember.
Enti, yes, shall see you know. Ah, ye kui, you see any free.
Okay.
Including Sabi will be obet me tuya. Amanda ba, you saw the funny free. After all, we are canino. You pay more taxes.
Okay.
And to be I say it's kind of like a rebate, a more discount.
Okay.
Because you pay more, pay as you earn. You pay more. Some people pay 25%, 30% of that. Until for now, we are saying say, yaman free na ama access no ama yeso ntu ya mobi. We say be over time no. Sa adweno kura betumi ede access. But for now, let's go back. Intimate say ebi wo ha sika bi wo ha na ye adwuma we sika bi na adwuma sa ban fi say e so ko hwehwe sika no consolidate no de be hye baabi na ko boa. I can assure you
aban feel say na say ya ade a e wo ho aban di ne ni hwe beboa enye to officer because na ya ade a e koso before
GMPC for na isa cocoa board mina na scholarship maybe na your social responsibility
exactly.
If the government thinks say so when I'm a Minister of Finance okay now if you say you used to give 12,000 to people budget now they about better so my training in education
but any omunya na do mo budget eba ho say GMPC de beba ho cocoa board de beba but tell or your corporate organization MTN your corporate organization Cosmos your corporate on farm
so bakaya you establish a DBF education fund
okay
boy
education fund and it's different from get fund and
of course if you look at the budget no say obi person oboa obi voluntary contribution person oboa you can bring it tell amakache minia honorable fifi
na dia ye dream we say be consolidate that no any asanti another fund why not into get fund
it's opportunity to say yeah we Pentecost sorry yeah we welfare fund o person oboa fabre ni e on hye bia de koye
okay
it's not it doesn't hurt but for now.
But Pentecost say nya welfare na on sign ka say me will upkeep fair and am will be fair. Welfare ye welfare. Get fund, Ghana Education Trust
they
Fund.
Have funeral fund.
Education be education.
They have funeral fund, they have all forms of funds. Education be education over time no. All these things will fall in place. But for now no, you have to manage as you go because the problems are so enormous that so ka say wo ye ba ko wie ansa na obaye dia aka you would leave certain aspect of the country no behind. And me feel say, omu suggestions, omu di bani nyina, any omu recommendation, report ye nya bi, abanu so nya bi.
Okay.
The me feel say be boa no. Why not? But the member say, ebesi with all due respect, and they say, Piak will continue to live in the past.
How? Current, but omo field no, omo research no, omo social projects ni ade no. Like a very active institution.
I am very. Discussion. I like the way they do it. They are all for us. They stand for public interest. So I respect them fully. But they make say, "Yenka say ane yenuntin say ane say ye."
So Someone can say no. Media me John say insusu no mo aba. And let's say that we are 3 years into FSHS.
No.
Yeah,
3 years? No.
And 2019. Okay, 2 years.
Yes.
2 years. June. We are still in June. 2 years.
Yes.
You SHS more. Yeah, quite nim year, because 3 years, you because 4 yeyears. Every bay can also for now. Every bay na ye be who say sa esisnesini apoapom enti ye be ye no eye efi say sa wa wo betimi atuatua ne de unim say osikani belebele kura ka chenso no amfini pem koso kwakotia ami ewunwe se beba na ebe so kesisi a this is our modality ya jatum so on mind say ade no eye ye nsuo de opposition ebe kanti na yen kasa ye ne blanket amobia na Ghana fo hu say aban no wadi boshe ni so oye na no krenso ne say ebi betimi atua enti let us prune it na yenye niye every ben ye ben ni ye hwe akan wase
when my dear friend challenges and now America we go says this year academy the glass is half empty. Rebecca said the glass is half full.
Okay.
Depending on who is looking at it. All the challenges are you who are free senior high school. For me, there are opportunity for improvement.
Okay.
Now, time will tell.
Okay.
Now, as to say, a baby, now, it's a matter of time.
Okay.
For now, no, young dealing with the challenges are a war. For instance, we have said double tracking. I buy. Now you know NDC folks say, you buy, you be try double tracking. Obaya. Me person me say, so try double tracking and near you womb see ya. You can never do free senior high school. By the way,
now me guys I say by September double track because you see over 800 schools and answer there.
Me say in the year. I say you buy my who say but me take about 5 years or 7 years to catch up on the infrastructure side.
Yeah.
You know who say? I didn't think yesterday now. Say odi kaka no. Etra ho makana man kai. Na say bet me nya akwanya bi anya sika bi e de ye ntentema. I didn't say transfer ne che. Why allow say just like NDC did with road fund no. Monsum betumi aye with get fund. Pesika MBA education infrastructure and become. Me no ka say ntia yetia me fi say NGP bi am be hu for obenya information ministry no beba abeka kire mo say abana take close to about 800 different projects towards education they are at various stages of completion.
Okay.
Obehu say baby you have school bi you have FSB Kintampo me kwa Kintampo secondary school ne odomatri mi no pe e fa kra bi a friend say Danny Hall and e bi aban say me fa odomatri ba ko ne dai enka ho na okojema also muhia administration na muhia teachers bungalow no the be me se bia ka ho na okọ nante obehu se ho no mono omampanyi John Doman mama de kosi school ibc ho and crisis free zongo neighbor na ejema nante zongo ekwa no wa ene sade amenya no boarding school na wo mam so wo a friend say manso enso timi aba bi na akakosi dormitory ho this small project
community day schools no mo sisi boarding wo ho de wo outskirts na
if he say boarding school betimi ama facility na si wuramu no enya mfaso no betimi discuss can be akwesi boarding school now
September we ye be hu sa de no
I believe say
ye be hu difference
they have a lot of projects they are going to bring out for people to see what we have done. Yeah, and this is for infrastructure, those things. Infrastructure, omunye binche Ghana bakosemu.
Okay.
At all. Omun to me, they are not masters of infrastructure development. Yen, ya more a chewu. They are no bograno. And then 2008, John Roman Mabaka say, Sankamamboye, a day see any acquire and quite there's and could be at me be an exercise in mediocrity. And I'm already. And there was this man Jumune airport a man Fantonio Fanfreno. They make Kakusi and say, a man way to say no Obaya, I like the way I was putting from the beginning. It's a balancing act. You have to sit down and now what you know who ye now I shall see ministry by ministry, sector by sector, and that is what we have been doing. You're changing from raw material producing country to a situation where you process at least
We are believing say enye anu akwa piak for ni omo report the ben na mo be respond there you man say aban so that omo ayedi yen oyo ni hu sikasem say mudi omo so nye oversight responsibility insurance no omo be hu sam page no
I believe say ye call for dia piak for be presenting reporting. Okay. MPP and this
so omo report omo presenting report now questions have to be answered.
Okay. It's the ministry probably that have to answer all these questions. Okay. What we will do as Ghanaians, you know, Ghana for. We up at the committee level. And I say, you know, NDC phobia and MPP for could be interested in any particular question. There's opportunity in Parliament to table a question. Okay. And now at the committee level, when the minister is there, we can raise questions. In fact, when we get to the committee level, no MPP, no NDC. It's Ghana first.
Ghana First. The Ghana First, yeah, that is what PIAC stands for. Public Interest and Accountability Committee. Yeah, Dr. Steve Mantia Odano. More reports and na anopay. Ye didi emu enkomonano. Inti yes, say emrasho ye feel for ni say. Monshare reports in him na mukwa mobisa mu concern because some concerns in pa say sikana and honorable Aboagye the cumulative abem ti me we are messing up drawing board or normal committee cha ho because the dog say accumulative what do you say it's a better commodity so the honorable and pay that pa and then no me kono ne time kakranti me catch a man for so you can tampo boy no mo fan chef regime that chi bia obabi mu a na fe ya bomodi ase e be hu no
me pese me ka say ka investment a enya adansi nko a okay me no mienu nyina
ye ka investment
obi na disika eto ho ehwe ye ama na e benya mfaso nti say you be investment in supporting education is not chop.
Okay. Me that's Honorable Daniel Aboagye, MP for Bantama, and also a government spokesperson on finance. It's a bano abayin sikasem enhua wakasama abayin osa kwani. So I see intia and pay PIAC report or no any shishim ni if say na ye shed ye reports ne ka e de efafa ngusika na yenya no na mfaso a yenye film no said the abayin edi no baby a odi ato ne nia womu bisa abayin eka edi efa ho na me adomo a ochina Ghana Black Stars dino kono enti ene wo kompai bo a yakai na Bobby Magana Black Stars ya me shall ni siye have a good weekend but kai say Monday 1st July enye public holiday Republic Memorial Day ye be kai aye nefi enti be adwuma ma review na se nafa wa te ya no ato me born nkra say ya o kan yo enough me I thought men think Serena Kwejuba Monday. Medinde ya krama ya Michelle esiwie sunsanu adwuma yi na ni nyina mono e ma remfi se odi aseda ebe ma de waboa wo na wahwe so ama wo nkwa. Bye bye.